Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more My Hero Academia, you guys. Wow, this current arc is just blowing me away. Although I've been really impressed by the whole season, so it's hard to say like, wow, this one's so much better. Like, we've covered a lot in this season, and I feel like each like little mini arc or actual arc that we've had has been really, really good. But this one is just like, oh my gosh, getting to know the villains better is, it's, I'll get into it, but it's like, it's weird now to even think of them. I mean, they are villains, but I think one of the things they're really driving home is like, what do the semantics of society even mean? You know what I mean? Like, what does this really look like, you know? We've gotten a really good idea of what heroes are all about and what's going on and the nuances in the group that we know as heroes. Now we're getting to really, really, really peel apart the layers of the villains. And I'm just very excited for that. So before I go off on my tangent, I just want to say if you're joining me early today, you already know what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. And if you are joining me on YouTube today, thank you so much. I would really love it if you could please like this video and go subscribe to my channel. So, yeah, I mean, where to even start, because I thought we were going to kind of spend the whole episode on Twice. And we did spend a lot of time on Twice, which I loved. But we also got like a lot of insight, I think, into how like the origin of not just Destro and Redestro, although there was that too, but also kind of how quirks came to be a normalized thing in our society, but not our society, but their society. But kind of the darker side of that, you know? Like, we hear all the time in the narration at the beginning, like, all this time ago, there were people born with abilities and they ended up being known as quirks and blah, blah, blah. And like when you actually hear the story of the woman who was like, her child was like tormented and they ended up, I think they ended up like, did they end up killing her? I don't know. What did they say? Like she ended up, she had like a very sad ending. I remember that much. I feel like I remember them saying like she died. But you know, and she was the one who kind of came up with this term quirk, and then it was kind of taken and turned into, you know, what we use every day. And there's just something kind of about that when you really know the origin and the fact that like she had this sad, terrible end, and then to kind of have her nomenclature kind of taken and everything. Although it was, you know, I think that came later when they were trying to figure out, like, okay, we really do need to, you know, like, make this a part of our society and not treat it the way we've been treating it. But then again, like, of course you're going to do that if enough people come around with quirks, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, it's not totally like, oh, let's take up this person's cause, you know? Like, that's just kind of how it felt to me. Like, you could almost see it as kind of like, ooh, like all that, and then they took the word too, you know? It's just a very sad story behind, like, how the term quirk came about, you know, just something that small. It's like when we started off with the show, it was very idyllic and this boy wants to be a hero, and that's all still there, and all the good stuff about heroes is still there too. But man, we're just really getting into like all the failures of this society, you know what I mean? Like all the ways in which it is just simply not functioning in a really great way. And I think that's really interesting. So, that's my very long-winded explanation of my feelings. On to Twice. Twice, boy, I bet they did not expect him to like straight up overcome his trauma when they did that to him. But man, I'll tell you what, Twice is seriously like, it is so hard to look at him even as like a, well, he's a villain, but like, you know, there's things to like about him too. Like, he just straight up does not even feel like a villain to me. He's just this lost, broken man who managed to find a family with some unlikely people. Not even really unlikely, because I gotta say, for like villains, you know, they treat each other pretty well. You know, it's not like what we have here is like the no honor amongst thieves. You know, they actually like care about each other. So all right, so that was very long-winded. I want to see what's going to happen next. Sadly, it is just very, very difficult for me not to see the episode titles. I know a few people have said like about this and other shows, like, just don't look at the title. And I'm like, I don't know how I would do that. I'm so sorry. I could like ask someone else to get the episode up for me, but I would still probably end up seeing it because it's like right here on the page, even when it's like already on the video. So I do know that this one is going to be a bit of an origin story, and I'm really looking forward to it. So without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and jump right into the next episode of My Hero Academia? Let's do this. Oh. Guys? Guys? She's about to die. Okay, okay, good, 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 good. And now there's, okay, now there's two. Oh, dang. He's so worried for her. He's so worried for her. Seven's loud. Oh, is it? Doing trumpet. In sight. I knew it. Yes, I knew it. I'm like, I bet this has something to do with this quirk. He was bullying? I don't think you wanna, I don't think you wanna say that to him. Something motivated him. He felt like he was a part of something. He wanted to see it through. Oh, their bond's kind of beautiful, guys. Is that what happened? Redestro. What's stress? What? That's kind of amazing, though. This dude is really stressed then. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord. Ew, look at his eyes. I think he's created something pretty amazing with the League. I mean, they all really... Hana's hands. His mother. She remembers. Oh. That's really messed up. It's really messed up. What happened with his family exactly? Hana, his sister, the one we've seen in the flashbacks. Oh, lot of hand stuff going on here. I think they're all kind of like topping themselves. They're starting to like grow. Is that his mom? Oh, oh, good Lord, good Lord. Well, he has been training after Gigantomachia, right? Like, okay. I think I see where they're going with this. I mean, that says a lot about him if he has that much stress, you know? Oh, his dad. His grandma. What happened with his family? Oh, those are his grandparents. Okay, grandma and grandpa. That's not it. They weren't? What do you remember? What happened? I'm so curious as to what happened. Did something just happen one day, or? Yeah, that's right. We still got him to worry about. And it's not enough. Dang, he really is growing and evolving, isn't he? He got him. Got him. He just wants to destroy. I mean, it is a very destructive quirk, but oh, dang it. That doesn't mean he has to. Oh, no, that's him. Uh-oh. Oh, no. His dad. Oh, no. Oh, they like hated heroes? That's interesting. What happened? Medicine for external use. Oh, it's for his allergies. Why does he... is the itching connected to something? Oh. I feel so bad for him. Poor baby. He thinks he's doing the right thing, I guess. Oh, his father wasn't very good to him. His father was really very harsh. That's his grandma? Oh, and that's when it came out. Oh, dang it. Uh-oh, this is where it's all gonna go wrong. Oh, no. He's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it. Oh, dang. Oh, no. And they're... Oh. That's what's going on with the whole hero thing. And that's why he has such a thing about heroes. The dad. Holy cow. She didn't want him to be put in jeopardy because of her. Oh, and that's just what happened. But that's so sad to choose that over your family is. Yeah, no, I'm getting pretty done with this guy and his rules. The doggy. The doggy. Uh-oh, he's gonna oh no. He's gonna freak out and he's gonna accidentally. Not the dog, please not the dog. No, please not the dog. Please not the dog. Please not the dog. Please not the dog. No, doggy. Oh God, gross. No, 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 no. He's freaking out, and when he can't control it. He can't control it. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. I don't want to see dog bloodiness. No, no. Oh shoot. He was the... Oh no. He didn't even understand it was him. He didn't even understand. Oh, gross. Oh, no way. No way. He kind of knew, but his mind couldn't handle it. They all enabled the abuse. And he resented them. And when he freaked out, as a child would after this kind of trauma, I'm done with the dad, but the dad's about to, oh no, the dog, why the dog? And his hair turned white. No, are you insane? You're gonna hit the, oh my God, this guy is just a real piece of work. Yeah, he was a traumatized child in just total rage mode. What? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. It had been building up for a while, guys. It had been building up for a while. Dang. But he would... Oh. And the itching stopped, so the allergies were all related to... Oh, my gentle Lord. Oh my God. So he's the grandson of All Might's predecessor and mentor. Why do I feel like I knew that? I feel like I just knew the names. I feel like I knew their names were the same, like they were related. Like they had said Shimura before, and I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't Shimura... Is anyone else getting a sense of deja vu from this? Because I really honestly can't remember, but I feel like we did know that their names were the same, but I didn't know that was his grandmother. So he's the grandson. Oh my God. And the son feeling so abandoned by his mom went on to be just totally like anti-hero with his family, and really like abusive. Like abusive towards the son, and also like, I'm sorry, we all have to follow your rules in the house? Like, I don't know about that. That's the... And it is... It's what I don't understand why we have so much about child abuse on this show. But I'll tell you what, every time they bring it up, they just hit the nail right on the head with it, because so often in these situations, there's different ways for abuse to continue. Directly by the abuser, and also by people who just watch and don't do anything. And that it's a fact. It's really, really sad, and it's certainly not a, it's not direct, but you can see why he would feel like, why did everyone just watch? Why didn't anyone help me? And being a young child, having just found out about your grandmother that way, having just discovered your quirk, which is a quirk that can be very destructive. In its nature, it destroys things. As we have seen with quirks, doesn't mean if you have a quirk that can do something bad that you can't use it for good. However, in its natural state, it is a quirk that destroys things. So you're a young child who's been abused, who has just found out about your grandmother and this huge secret reveal after being told all your life the heroes are bad and like being like just, I mean, I looked like he was like dragging him off to like, he was hitting him. Like pretty much like beaten into that idea. And then to just have everything kind of explode to the surface. I gotta say, it's not that I'm saying any of it was good or right by any means, but let's just assess the facts there for a second and consider, like, if this was any one of us, a young, traumatized child living in a not great situation, having just discovered a very destructive ability and being in total emotional distress, you could see how the whole thing unfolded. And then to be taken in by All For One, like it's like he never stood a chance. Dang it. If they said he was the grandson, you guys, I don't know why that is sounding so familiar to me, that he's the, I think they may, did they say it? I bet they said it. I feel like we at least knew that their names were the same. I feel like they said it and I forgot. I'm gonna be really embarrassed. I think they did say it now that I'm thinking about it. The thing is, I don't want to like Google it, because if I Google it, then God only knows what's going to come up from like the manga. And I don't want to get spoiled. But I think we definitely could infer that they were related by the names, because we knew both their names before this point. And yet we have another, and so this adds even another layer to like something a little bit closer to home for us, because we knew All Might's predecessor from flashbacks and everything, and it feels like still part of all of that kind of really whimsical kind of like, oh, this amazing power that's passed down, and we're just kind of seeing all of this through the eyes of Izuku, who is this wonder-filled young man. And now to even get this extra element added to it, that like with all that, she made these powerful enemies and had to leave her family for their safety, and this was the result. I mean, I don't know, I just feel like we're tearing down a lot of those very stereotypical hero ideals, you know? Not that there's not really wonderful ideals of being a hero. I mean, we've seen that with Izuku, with All Might. I'm not saying like, oh, everything's all just kind of crap, you know? But at the same time, I think slowly they're revealing to us that this is not an idyllic society. I mean, what society is really, you know, if we're going to be realistic, like there's tons of things that they've mentioned all throughout this episode, this season, this series, and I'm like, yep, I could see, I have seen that in real life. Wow, guys, I'm just like, wow. I'm just like still processing all of it. I'm still processing all of it. That's crazy. All right, well, now we know. So basically, one by one, we're running through the League of Villains and showing that, like, there's not a one of them that you can look at and not feel like, oh my God, I totally get it. That's so sad. It is so sad. Doesn't mean that, you know, anything that they're doing now is like, oh, they're, you know, totally justified and can do whatever they want, but still at the same time, like, Shigaraki didn't even stand a chance. He did not even stand a chance. That's crazy. All right, guys. I'm definitely going to have more to say about this one when I come back next time, because I feel like this is one that I really need to kind of dwell on and process for a little while. But I'm pretty sure next episode or the one after that is the last one of the season. It might be next episode. I feel like they're usually like 24, 25 eps. So, yeah. Still can't imagine how we're going to end up buddy-buddy with the Metal Liberation Army. So there's that to deal with. And who knows how they're going to end off the season. If they end off the season with this big, huge thing that's happening and then like leave us on a cliffhanger, I will scream. I'll be so upset. But, I mean, you know, it's their job to make me crazy until the next season premieres. So they're doing a good job of it. So, all right, guys. This was just absolutely heartbreaking and fantastic. I got so much out of it. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time. Please, please, please. Help me. We will watch it, get through it, all of the above together. Bye for now, guys.